Welcome to Landria on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and to live the awesome life that exists right now for you. Alright, so I shot a video called Choosing. I'm choosing. I am. I have. All of that is real. Why? Quantum physics creates every probability for you. This is science. And spirituality is simply making those choices. What is spirituality? The unseen. Spirituality is the essence of our energy. That's really all it is. We make it so complex. Everything's energy. Everything is just as it is. There's no judgment. There's no nothing other than light and love and experiencing. That's it. We're the ones, good, bad, you should do this, you shouldn't. I think this and you shouldn't, have wars and Can we knock that off? All right, I'm so done with that crap, aren't you? Shut off the news. You're creating that reality there. Well, who do you want to be? You can actually change who you are. Now, yes, you came to experience a certain role in this particular lifetime here. And learn lessons to evolve. Again, not manifest, manifest, manifest. You're always manifesting. What am I doing? What am I experiencing? We're missing all that. We're just so busy trying to get to what am I going through? So who's going through that? If you desire to be a different person, then let's work on that right now. So I have my e-courses that hopefully at some point when you're watching this, they'll be out. I'm actually completing them now. And first one's called Breakthrough Fear. Breakthrough Fear basically says we can shift into any reality that we choose. How do you do that? And I show people how to get past the barriers, those barriers that are inhibiting you from going into that, because it's all up here. You're always thinking and believing something. Nothing else is stopping you but you. Why are you? So through the experiences as the human being that you are in this particular lifetime, you have chosen to forgive. I think I'm sitting too close to the, that is I don't know if you guys know this, that is a wood drilling bee. Can you believe that? They drill holes in wood. So if he dive bombs me, I might have to move. So what is that person that you chose to be here with those parents, with those experiences, all those things, all chosen are for you to experience things that you need to break through. Forgiveness, maybe not being selfish, maybe actually contribute to the world this time and not so worried about what you're getting. Maybe not being broke anymore and being okay with flourishing. Maybe you've spent lifetimes of being broke and whatever, you never thought you were worthy. Maybe being worthy in this lifetime. I know so many of you don't feel worthy. I have my coffee here. This is a great cup. It's staying really warm. Of course, it is pushing 90 here, but... So, how do you shift into being a different person? Well, the experiences are the experiences. And you get to learn from them and then transition into something higher, open up to abundance, all these things. You get to do that anytime you want. But if the same personality, actually Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this. He's much more, he's a very scientific person. And the studies and stuff he does are fabulous. I highly suggest that you read his stuff, maybe go to one of his events. They're fabulous. They're very scientifically based to show you that this is more than just woo-woo stuff. It's documentable. You can see the brain shifting. You can see the areas where, when you're meditating, they light up. And that shifts your body into a higher frequency, which complements that spiritual place that you're going to. And it's all one thing. It's just one energy. But when you get rid of the density, when you blow through the density, break through the fear, all that stuff, you're connecting to that beautiful open power. Now, I've got a couple meditations on expand your energy and then going into that peaceful place. I'm always having you push your energy out because of taking the focus off of this dense person that you think you are and pushing you out into all the things that you can possibly be, even in this role in this body. What can you do in this role in this body? You don't want to bypass it. You chose it for a reason so that you could transition into something and work through whatever it is you need to experience. Maybe you came here just to be a teacher for others. I did. I came here to have a lot of fun. I paid my dues, and I came here and had to break through instead of living that really awesome, awesome life for myself, realizing I had to share it and show other people how to do it. Otherwise, I could just live my life traveling and doing stuff and my internet marketing and all that other cool stuff I do. Go to my website, landria.net. You can see what I do for a living. I help other people, I create, help them learn. I supply tools for them to learn how to create online businesses so they can create freedom and things like that. I help them get to that place. That's a business for me that helps people change lives. But it doesn't have to be. It could have been a very focused business on where to get things. So all these things that you do, you get to choose where you take them to. If everything you do is going to include the collective consciousness, because you're once again tapping into that, when you push everything out into that and wish abundance and beauty and peace and light for everybody else, you're doing it for yourself. So always push that energy out. Do those meditations. So let's talk about you. So one thing I have you do in my e-course is I have you describe yourself. Let's do that right now. Maybe you want to get a pen and paper or pause this video and sit and think about, who am I as a person? And list all the things you do and don't like, everything. And really dig deep into this. How do you feel and how do you think that you're perceived? Because how you think you're perceived is usually just what you're thinking about yourself. Most of the time, nobody else is thinking it. Now, one of my traits in this personality right now for myself is a very powerful, strong person. People call me a Zen powerhouse. I like that. I never want to lose that strength and that power and that forceful, kick your butt kind of with kindness attitude. And I hope that's how I come across. Not everybody's going to feel the same way about you. You may be expressing yourself one way and they perceive you another way. So how do you round all this up and say, all right, you're not going to please all the people all the time. But if you can please yourself and be at peace with who you are as that person, you're being your best, that's the place you want to be at. Because when you're doing that, you know that you're projecting kindness, you're projecting peace, you're projecting maybe firm love. What's that? That's you're being firm about, with your friends for their peace, not telling them what to do, and you're there as a very solid person for them, no matter what they do. Same thing for your kids or whatever. There's a nice balance here, but you have to feel that. And everybody has a different personality. Most people are not as bold as I am. They're not going to even want to do some of the things that I do, sit in front of a camera and talk to people, go out to events, write all these courses that I do. I love that. So you as a person, are you doing what you love? Are you not expressing yourself? You're an artistic person, but you're not living that life. Include all these things, and when you get done, put the video back on, or you can run this when you get off. The next step we want is, what things on that sheet of paper would you choose to change into something else? Because when you change into something else, you actually become a different person. If you're a person that lives in anger and you stop being angry, you're not the same person anymore. You're shifting a different energy as a person. You're actually shifting into a different reality as a person that's no longer angry. So if you have anger, anxiety, circle those things. And then write the description of the person that you would like to be in this body. So don't say I want to be Bill Gates or a supermodel or somebody. You're not. You didn't choose that role here. But what do you desire to be in this lifetime with all the tools and equipment you have? This is all cool stuff. We're all very unique. Write down that list of, who do I want to be? If somebody described me, who would I want to be? And when people say, you're like a powerhouse, you're like a Zen powerhouse, it started to come up more and more. I liked that description. And so I realized I was projecting to the world what I truly wanted to be and felt that I was. So I've shifted into that Zen powerhouse person that hopefully spreads peace and love, but kicks a few butts into gear and says, what are you doing to make it happen? I'm not going to do it for you. Get to busy, get to work. We don't have a lot of time here. And I'm saying that to you. So what is that person? Who is that person? Maybe you want to be more outgoing. Maybe you want to be more, take more action. Don't name things that you're just absolutely not going to do, and that it's not even part of your personality, nor do you really truly connect to it. Like, I want to be a person who wakes up every morning, is happy to run 10 miles, and that lasts 2 days, and then you're so sore you can't get out of bed. Name something that you can shift into that is very realistic for baby steps. And I say there's no limits. Everything's possible. But when I say realistic for you, because if you're not in that place where you can just shift into gears to be a miracle worker, we need to take those baby steps and say, okay, I don't want to have anxiety anymore. I don't want to be a person with anxiety, or I want to be a happier person, or I would like to be a friendlier, more outgoing person. I'd like to be a more happier, helpful person. Maybe you're not happy at home and you're taking on your family. I'd like to be a person who wakes up every morning happy. I'd like to be a healthier person. All the things that you know that are possible for you to change without doing anything drastic. Write that person down. Who is that person? Because you can become that person right now. Yes, you can. You're not going to be a millionaire overnight, but if you want to have a millionaire mindset, then you will attract that abundance of things. But let me just share with you, so many people want to shift into something that they don't understand what it takes to be that. If you want to have that abundance and all those things, you better be ready to be that person who gets it. You better be the person, like I am, who's on it 24/7. That's how I create my world. I can't sit here and meditate and expect it to come to me. I got to be on it. I have to reach out there, push my power out, my energy out, my action out, my peace out, and then connect those things and take the action. I have to be on the call. I have to be on the computer. I have to do. So if you're not willing to do those things, then don't wish for things that will require that. Be realistic about this, because this is the world we live in. Functions that way, at least for now. So if you don't want to get up at 5 a.m. to work out and stuff, just say, I'd like to be a healthier person. So you start to take those steps every day to be the healthier person. So I think you're starting to understand what I'm going for here, and that is when you start to think of yourself as the healthier person, think of yourself as the happy person, and you wake up and you've got, a house full of kids and barking dogs, and your wife is, nagging you. When you shift into being the happy guy, you wake up and you go, oh, beautiful, another beautiful day. Man, I got a nagging wife and I love her. Oh, I've got kids and they're healthy. Oh, those little animals, they bring such joy to this world and my family. I'm so fortunate to have a house full of love. Conflict and crazy stuff. We're human beings. And you wake up and you touch your feet on the floor and you say, today I am a happy person. I'm a happy, joyful person. And you sit at breakfast and everybody says, Dad, are you okay? You're sitting there smiling. Yeah. Did you kids see that sunrise? Wow, did you see that rain's coming in? Let's go sit on the porch, have our coffee out there with our bagels and watch that rain come in and go, Dad, are you okay? You just shifted into being a new person. It's going to affect them. All of a sudden they're going, wow, I don't know what's happening to him, but he's a lot of fun. This is pretty cool. Hey, kids, let's not garden. Let's not do the backyard today. Let's go paddleboarding. Paddleboarding? Dad, what's going on? Wife's going, honey, you're serious? Yeah. Well, and honey, you know what? You go with your girlfriends today and go have margaritas. I'm going to go take the kids paddleboarding. Your world will shift in and that's not a huge thing to do. Think about it. Your world will shift so huge into a different energy of a person that functions like that you're going to feel good. They're going to start reacting differently, and you become that person. You go, damn, that was really good. All right, so now the next day when the gardening needs to be done, you go, kids, I know, we paddleboarded yesterday. Can you give me just a couple hours? Let's do the garden together, and let's make it fun. And then we'll watch a movie together later on. And I've got some work to do. I'll be on my computer for a while, but I want to spend some quality time. So you're gardening and you're asking trivia questions or whatever. Yeah, I'm a little corny. I grew up in the Midwest with a really awesome family that did these things, truly did all these things. And it really gave me the foundation for being a very healthy, happy person. Thank God my parents set the foundation for me to be this person sitting for you. Now you may not come from that, but you can shift into that. You have to become that. It doesn't matter what you came from. Don't blame anybody. Take the responsibility for being the person you want to be right now. So write that new person down, that you know that you can actually take steps today to become that. And then we have a video that I did called I Choose. When you go into that anger or that negative frame of mind and say, I choose to be happy. I choose to be peaceful. I choose to send this negative energy, all these feelings, out to the universe to disperse it. And I see the value in it. I see that that's not who I want to be. I choose to be a new person. And that person is joyful, and that person is abundant. And when you go to that peaceful place, higher frequencies, you know what's up in the higher frequencies? Abundance, joy, happiness, beautiful relationships, money, material things that all of a sudden you get and you go, I don't really need this anymore. I'm going to give it to somebody else. Or, you know what? A lot of you are paring down. You're like, I don't need all this stuff. I would be really happy just traveling around the world and living in little apartments. And then I go to someplace else, and that's what I want now. Now. What do you want? Right now, be that person. You can. Don't say I'm not that person. Yes, you are. Everything exists right now. And as the person you chose to experience this, you can shift into any reality. That's why you came here. You can shift into forgiveness, joy, peace, giving up all of the things that are not serving you well, judgment, opinion, arguing with people about the president, and who cares? Bye. Tweet to the hand, dude. You know what? And I'm not, by the way, I have no issues with our president at all, because we are a reflection. Those people are a reflection of us, right? We got to take responsibility. We have to take responsibility for who we're putting in office and what we're doing out here. And when you shift into being a different person, all those things around you will start to change. All of them. But we have to do it together. Will you shift with me? Yeah, I'm shifting again into a different person. Not one that's, necessarily changing their personality, but shifting into a different lifestyle. Now I'm going to be the person that is going to live all over the world, the person that is the event speaker, all these wonderful things. You guys can always sign up here. If you see inspiration come out, you sign up for my list where you can learn about the e-courses. You can go to my .net site, myname.net or myname.com, see what's going on with my spiritual mentoring and my internet marketing and tools and school for you to change your life. Your choices are all out there. Just be okay. Be okay with everything and just say, bless you, and choose your path, choose your reality, choose who you want to be. It starts right now, because you're whole. You're perfect. You're perfect. Strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.